Hi Torah sisters, it's Amy. I just want to show you a show and tell of the Passover planner for Heart and Home. It's available at TorahSisters.com right now as a digital download, and also now it's available as a book. Look at how beautiful this turned out. Full color. You can get it right now, TorahSisters.com. Order it early because it can take 2 to 3 weeks to show up at your house. And if you're an international customer, it could take even longer. So I really advise you not to wait until the last minute if you think you're going to want this. I'm going to use the rest of the video to give you a walkthrough and show you what's inside here. So again, you can get it as a digital download or a book. You know, the perks of getting the download are that you can use it year after year because you can just print a fresh copy every year. You can use it as much as you want for your house. If there's a page that you really love, you can print that page over and over, or if you make a mistake and things like that. Another perk is that you get it right away, instantly, versus having to wait for the book. So pros and cons, weigh your options. And it's also available in 4 different sizes, and you can print it in color, or of course you can just turn on grayscale on your printer, print it black and white. And some of you will take maybe the smaller ones or these big ones and you'll put it right into a planner. You know, you'll punch the holes and put it into a planner that you already have. All right, so I'm going to take you through what's in here, and they're the same, but I'm just going to show you this one. And of course, ladies, you don't need any of these things to do Passover. These are extra things to make our lives easier and prettier. That's the kind of stuff I do. All you need is what the scripture says. You just need the scriptures, and it tells you maybe better herbs and things like that. But if you want a head start or a way to be more organized, this is beautiful. And it will work for those of you who are old to Passover and for those of you who are new to Passover. And there's actually a little bonus section in here for those of you who are brand new to Passover and have no idea where to start. So let's go through this. Again, the color just turned out beautiful. It starts right away with a countdown. Whatever calendar you use, that's why I left this blank. It's highly customizable. Even some of you don't do a Seder, some of you do. This will work for all of you, and I'll show you that as we go through. So whatever calendar you follow, write it in here so you can have a countdown to Passover. There's pages for shopping lists. Passover day itinerary. This was something I especially wanted in here. What is happening on Passover day, what time, and what's happening, so that everybody knows the plan for the day. Otherwise, if you don't plan, it gets a little harried, and we don't want to be stressed out on these days because we didn't plan ahead. There's also pages to plan your entire feast of unleavened bread. What are you going to eat, and what are you going to do on the first day, the second day, and so on. So a great thing about this, ladies, is I know that starting at last Passover, you started thinking about the next Passover. And now if you get this, when you have a thought in your head about something you might want to remember or do or look at or explore or price out, there's a page in here for just about everything. And you can repurpose pages, you can customize it, but now you get it out of your head and onto paper, and then you don't have to remember, you just have to flip through your planner. So what things do you need to do the day of Passover? There's things you do ahead, and then there's things that can only be done on that day. General things to do. There's a lot of prompts in here. So what do you need to do regarding food? What do you need to do regarding the Seder? And again, if you don't do a Seder, either skip this page or repurpose it. And by repurpose it, I mean literally cross out the word Seder and write something else in here. Make it your own. What do you need to do for kids or for the whole feast week? Some of us go away for the feast, and so I might turn this into a packing list page. What do I need to do for my home and for others? And just general things to do. But you can make it your own. Get a permanent marker and go crazy. This is yours. I'm just putting ideas in here. This page is awesome. Menu ideas, and then the final menu, because you might have lots of ideas, but what did you end up really having? What was your final thing? Recipes that you liked or enjoyed or are thinking about. What do you need for your Seder? Again, if you don't do a Seder, cross it out or skip it. Who did you invite? How many? Do they have any allergies or special food needs? And did they say yes or did they say no? Who's coming to your home? Decorations that you want to do or put out or buy. Any plans for your Seder? You know, where are you going to get your Haggadah? Where are you going to get your plates or this and that and whatever? What psalms or hymns or, you know, worship songs are you going to sing that night? If any, if you don't do that, just skip this page. What do you need to do for the kids? Do you need to plan out how you're going to tell the Exodus story? Do you need some notes for that? Great place to put it right here. Do you need to plan ahead or get some notes out on paper about generosity around the feast? This page is golden. Storage. What Passover and feast items did you put into storage and where did you put them? Did you put them in the attic, the basement, or the bottom of your closet? So much of this book is going to be golden next year. I plan to use this book to put all my notes in it, and then at the end of Passover, at the end of the feast, it's going to go on the bookshelf. Next season, next year, when it rolls around again, I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to have another one, and I can look back and see what did I do, where's the stuff. Like the next page, teachings. What YouTube teachings did we watch? What books did we read? What movies did we see that we enjoyed? What did we not enjoy? So that I can remember the last year. And then these next pages are golden. You know, in leaven, I know that leaven means different things to different people. There are different interpretations of what is leaven. And I have worked hard to make this useful for all of us in all of our different interpretations. So if you think that leaven is the lump, use this page accordingly. If you think leaven is, you know, all like lots and lots of kinds of different products, then maybe you want to write down in these different squares here. You can barely see it, but there are sort of very like different squares, the different areas of the house that you want to go through. And then when that area is finished, you can cross it out or put a check mark next to it. And if you don't have that much to go through and you just want to make some notes, you can just write over the whole page. So however you want to use this, it's there, but it's a place to get your thoughts out. You know, do you need to go through the car, the outside fridge, the inside freezer, the outside freezer, and so on and so on. Or, you know, is it the starter that's here, in the bread drawer, and the hot dog buns in the freezer? However you want to use this, okay? If you think leaven means false teaching, there's the same kind of page here. Write down, you know, the different, did you go through your YouTube channels? Did you go through your books on the shelves? Did you go through this and that? If you think it's sin, write down the different areas of your life that you need to examine for sin, to get sin out of your life. If you do house cleaning, you can use this to mark all the different areas of your house and then check them off or cross them off when they're done. There's also enough room in here to write down who's responsible for vacuuming and deep cleaning that room of the house, and then you cross it off when they're done. And if you don't have enough room on this page, that is a perk of the download version, is that if you needed 2 papers for house cleaning, you can print 2 of those. You know, it's just a PDF. You can print 2 of, or 10 or 100 of any page you want for your own household. In this, if you needed another page, you could either repurpose one of these pages, or there's some like blank pages in the back. And then I have a page for the new leaven. After you get out the old leaven, what new good habits or spiritual disciplines are you going to put into your life? Pages to keep track of the money that you're spending. These pages are golden. What did you love this year? What did you not like so much? What do you want to do different next year? And then see just blank note pages for whatever you want. There's a few of those. So here's the bonus pages for beginners. If you have no idea how to do Passover and you just want to do it the way Amy does it, I put my notes and my lists and my to-do things in here. I even put a picture of how I lay out my Seder plate. And again, this is a lot of tradition. I do note the scriptures that show the biblical commands. That's all you're obligated to do. But if you want to do a Seder, the traditional Seder, and I don't do it fully traditional, but again, you can use this if you want to. Or you can use parts of it. This is your Passover. And this matches what's on my website. So you'll see all of that in here. So that's the first section of the planner. And again, remember, it's a heart and home planner. So the first section was all about planning the home, planning the logistics, the meal, the food, all the physical things. But we're also supposed to prepare our hearts for Passover. And so the rest of the planner is actually journal pages, just blank lined journal pages, so that as you prepare your heart over these next days and weeks before coming to Passover, if you want to, if you're a journaler, you can journal what the Father is showing you, or you can copy scripture here. You can use these, of course, for whatever you want, or if you just want to use more planning pages, you can use them for that. This is yours. You don't have to. I'm not telling you how to use this. And if you have no idea about what spiritual things to study or meditate on leading up to Passover, I just put some prompts here for you, just some ideas. So that is the planner. I just love it. It turned out so, so beautiful. If you want this, go order it now, because I'm telling you, it really might take 2 or 3 weeks to get to your house, even longer if you're overseas, and unfortunately even in Canada. But go order it now, and if it's the last minute before Passover, just get the digital version, because you can print that in 5 minutes. So that's it. Thank you, sisters. Go get it.